Oh my goodness, you guys, that last video, it wasn't so much that it was long, because I don't think it was very long, but in my mind I'm thinking, okay, 4K, I'm thinking HD, it's like, that's going to be the biggest file in the world, you know, so I reduced the look of it, and this is Swap Sign Up Part 2 of the tutorial. So if I have any links in the description box, they would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. You know, it might be for the laminate or things like that, like basic stuff, obviously. It's not going to be for everything. I have things from Daiso and just old stuff and however it is. Hopefully you guys like the first part, and I know the first like 18 minutes I'm just talking about the rules and kind of what the expectations are, but that's just how it is. I want everyone to be clear, and I think it's going to be fun. People really loved the last one. Again, if you want your swap partner or partners to know, or partner in this one because it's only one, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, leave a little card in there with your name and your address or email or whatever it is that you would like for them to be able to contact you, because some people kind of wanted this as a, oh hey, you know, thank you, you know, I got your swap, thank you, or however. So remember that. In this part, I'm going to laminate the pieces, and we are going to do our little decorations, which would be a little paper clip. I think I'm going to do one again like I showed you guys with the little hat on there with a little puffy ball probably. These are so cute, so easy. You just shove it in there and glue it down. And then to make a swag for the front. Again, I called it a belt buckle, or just a buckle. I think it's really fun. It's just something I had seen a while back, and I was like, that's probably pretty easy to do. It looks like it's just felt flowers, and then we'll stick it on somehow. If you look on Etsy, there are, not companies, the people who sell them. Some kinds really high, but I prefer to make mine out of felt. If you want to make it out of paper, that's fine. I think when you send it in, though, and when I send it back out, just put it off to the side, because it should be removable. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Just so it doesn't get smashed on the top, right? It depends on what you're using. Some people might use paper, because if you don't have felt, you might use foam if it looks really nice. I don't see why not. Or even foam flowers. You guys bust out that foam and make yourself some pretty foam flowers to go on the front. You can still do the same kind of thing with it that hopefully you see in the picture, because in the last one I couldn't get the picture because I'm not even done making my project. I did bring out a bunch of dies that I have that I was hoping to do like a poinsettia type flower. I don't know which ones these are, even if these have what I'm thinking. Any flower really, and then I just need like a circular die, or I can just cut a circle by hand. Oh yeah, this one has a poinsettia in there, so I think that'll be good. For my little swag on the front. I'm just waiting for this to warm up. We're almost there. I think I'm going to use this time my Daiso sheets, laminating sheets. I love my Daiso sheets. I ordered tons off of Amazon. I need to review them for you guys. I just haven't done that yet. The Fellows ones I used last time, or the ones that they sell like at Staples, are okay. They're a little thin. So for different projects, I like different things. Like for the dashboard that's going to go in this TN, I would like it to be super sturdy, so you want something thicker. This thing seems to do like a 5mm page or thinner. What it is really, and if you're not familiar with laminating sheets, it's going to say 3mm, 5mm, 10mm, you know, I think they might have 12. Really all it is not that the rollers are going to open up to allow a little more space because you have a thicker paper. It's just going to roll it slower because the laminating pocket or pouch is thicker material. So it's going to go through really slow. So even if you have a 3mm one and you have something in there that's kind of chunky or has stickers, set it on your 5mm setting. This one only has one setting and it's only 5. Well, it actually has cold press too, but I haven't had to use that. So I'm going to grab my laminating sheets. I always like to maximize the space on the laminating sheets. Like I might laminate some of these stickers. I have some other stickers. We have, oh, die cuts. Darn, I forgot to do that. So the paper pack I used was this one here. And it has like pages like, which happens a lot with die or sets nowadays, like these. So maybe I want to laminate, maybe not this one, but like this little face, his face, or this other one here, or the Santa Claus one over here. It has a couple different pages that are like that. Back here, there's some more. So I'm going to pull these out, and I'm going to cut some down, just in case I want to use them. Even just laminating, again, stickers, whatever just fits is what I want to do. So I'm just going to take some of these out. I'm going to take a moment to cut some of these down, grab my laminating sheets, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys. So I have my Daiso sheets here. Again, whatever laminate sheet you have. Ooh, I want to put that right under the microphone. I'm going to grab one, and we'll see what we can fit on here. Because, again, last time I only did the cover, so I didn't have to, like, play with this. But I have other extra little things that we can laminate and make charms with, or just throw it on there, however it is. Like, this one's not, I mean, it's going to take up a lot of the space, so it's not going to be I'm really afraid of this double-sided thing. If you have double-sided paper, it's better to do that than to stick two papers together, okay, for this part. For other things, you can just shove it in there. It's not a big deal, but I am leaving myself a little lip at the bottom there. It's like a 1/4 inch. And this one actually almost takes up everything, so I don't really have anything else to put in here with this. It's nice and big, and actually I think even this one's pretty big. Last time, I don't know, I guess 'cause I didn't cover this, there was like a lot of room left for other things, or even this direction. It's not going to work. So I might use 3 sheets. That's okay. I do want to laminate some of these extra pieces. I just have them ready. Like if there was something small I can put in here like a sticker, I would, but what do we got? Like this little guy? Look at this little guy. He can fit in here. You also don't want to make it so that you're going to end up messing something up. So I'm just going to put that sticker. Oh, you didn't even see it, you guys. I put him over here. Just stick that down. You don't want to get it so close that it's going to make it so you don't have a good seal. What else do I got in here that might be nice? Maybe this Very Merry Noel. Oh, it's like the one on there. That's cute. Okay, so let's put this here. And that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to mess with this too much. This thing's going to have a time of its own already as it is, just because of the double-sided, how I did that. So I'm going to put this in here. And then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to pop the holes, and then I'm going to run it through again. Especially with this one, with the binder, I like to, or the cover, I like to run it through twice after I make the holes. So we'll do that in just a minute. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to grab another sheet. Oh, that's right, for the dashboard. That's the one. I was like, I know there was another sheet that we did. I had a lot of room on it. It's the dashboard. So for this one, we're going to do our folder. And it's going to go on its own, basically. It is a little bit smaller than the cover. I don't know that I have anything I can stick on there. Maybe another sticker. And again, I'm bumping this right to the edge. I'm going to give myself quite a bit on this end because it is a big bump, right? The paper that's folded over and everything. So I'm going to give myself a good amount there. So I'll let this thing get stuck. And it looks like I have space for some other stickers down here. I'm just going to take some of these cute little stickers like, oh. This Build a Snowman isn't quite the same style as everything else, so maybe not. Let's do Visit Santa. Oh my gosh. These are very thin stickers, but again, I don't really care about that. I'm going to put it right down here towards the edge, giving myself some good space there. Looks really great. But again, I'm going to cut it out and then I'm going to run it through again. So I'm going to put it to the side for now. I know you can't see, I'm just sticking stickers down here. What else do I got? Holiday shopping, pick a tree, bake cookies. Those are things that you would put like in an agenda. I just want something cute. Favorite gifts, fun, Christmas Eve, very merry. Ooh, no. Well, some of these like are cute, like this ho ho ho, but then you have to cut around it and that's gonna be not easy. So let's do this little Christmas tree guy, because we can make a little charm with that or put them wherever. Little tree. And that's it for this one, because again, I probably shouldn't even do this on this one because this one's gonna be scary. Alright, running it through. We will definitely run this one through 2 or even 3 times. Okay, there goes that guy. And it's the one with the dashboard that has plenty of room to add other things. I'll move this to the side for now. Dashboard, where are you? Dashboard. Alright. My goodness. I have a big old hunk of meat in the oven, and my son's like, what are we getting? I'm like, I don't know, I have the meat going though. As far as anything else, we'll see what happens. I need to make some sides. So Miranda's back home now. That's another reason why I can't just like make videos all day. My son will play in his room all day. You know, he's playing video games, both of them, the older ones. But let's see. Should we put this one here? Yeah, that'll be good. But Miranda, I like to, you know, she likes to be around Mama, and I don't like telling her, can you go stay upstairs for a while? Like, I don't know, I just don't think that's fair. So I don't do that. Ooh, this thing's running into stuff. Oh, it looks good. Didn't tell you, the Daiso laminating sheets have been really great. And I don't know what, they have weird sizing on them, but I'm assuming it's like a 5 mil. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Oh, it wasn't done. Like, I pulled it out early, but you know what? They look really great. Again, you know, oh, here's a big gap right there. But what I'm going to do is run it through one more time on its back side like this. And this actually, the only other time I've laminated a little folder was with my niece's journal that I made for her. And it's not my favorite thing because the folder is thick and it does give you problems, but it'll be right. It'll be fine. It gets right. Okay. And then I'm going to put these guys in here too. So I'm just going to laminate this guy, and this one I thought would be cute to laminate. These are just like little inserts. Again, if you want to put another sticker, or just fill it up. I like to try and use up as much as I can on here. So I think those are good. I'm still going to do this one a third time. I'll run it through after I cut it out. And you can cut out with scissors or your paper trimmer. This thing actually came with a trimmer and I broke it. Sorry, I have the 12-inch laminator. I just haven't had to use it yet, but I will review it soon. Okay. Yeah, earlier it just wasn't really coming out. I kind of pulled in. I think it wasn't quite ready. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't ready to come out. And we can also, I don't have one here. If I had like a little something to protect my hand because this is hot, you can come in and just really make sure it's like really staying down, you know? Roll your hand over. It's hot, 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 hot. But that's much better. I don't know if you noticed earlier, it just wasn't closing up, but now it looks better. So I'll put that one to the side. Let's do this guy. This guy probably only needs one roll through because it's not much, but I'm going to keep an eye out that things don't move as it's coming through, right? We don't want stuff to move. Like this guy can move up, brought down, brought down. Now, this rolls really slow, that's why I was able to play with it, but if you have this at 3 mil setting, it's going to go faster, so you want to be careful and make sure you're arranging things the way you want them. Was that all I was going to put in? The other day when I was doing this with my niece and it's going so slow, I'm like, oh, I was able to stick something in here while it was rolling. When I changed my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm going to put this in. All right, I'm going to let this go and I'll be back. Okay, so, of course, I have the best intentions in the world, but I can see, because of this, there's a little bit of something there. And actually, I can cut this away and do it or run it through again. I'm just going to run it through again. So I'm going to turn it over this time and just run it through again. Oh, I put it way too close. I don't know why I do that. I should turn it off. Hold on. Should I take it out? I'm gonna take it back out. Because I always get really close to this area and there's a big opening, but I get too close to one side. So I'm gonna bring it right down the middle and pay attention to that. Okay, that's better. I always get really close to this edge when there's like an inch over here on this other side that I just ignore, apparently. All I did was pull this lever in the back and that releases it and I pulled it out. So you can use that for jams. I've never had one jam, but I've heard people say that sometimes they're laminated jams. Okay, I'm gonna let that go through. I'll be right back. It's running through. I'm gonna try to cut these. I just remembered something. Oh, I could have corner rounded those little tags too, but I didn't. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna cut this right here, right down, splitting the difference between these stickers, okay? And I'm gonna use my guillotine. And I'll be right back, and I'm going to cut this edge off too. Do not cut into this area where you can see that there's a gap because there's like air there, because then it'll just open up. So you want to leave yourself like an eighth of an inch or less just around everything. Okay, I'll be right back. Trim this down, and I am leaving a little more than I would normally leave because of that double thickness of this paper that's in here. You know, it just worries me. So I am going to corner round, and these are very deep corner rounds because I use the 1/2 inch corner rounding. So that's why I'm not using the little clipper that came with the set. But again, I am leaving quite a bit of space around this guy. And I'm just going to go around here. And I'm going to eyeball my little holes. Now, you can make yourself a little thing. Again, I only have the 2 lines, and usually I have 3 lines, right? What I'm gonna do is, I like to score it right now while it's in here, and I'm just gonna eyeball. I have this blue line. Somebody asked me why I have that. It's 4 1/4 because I use 4 1/4 the most, you know, for cards. So I'm just gonna line this up on that blue line because I'm not gonna measure it now that it has extra on the edges. And I'm just gonna score that and score this one just so I can give it a nice score, give it a nice fold, and I'm gonna punch my holes and I'm gonna run it through again. Okay, I know it seems like probably a little overkill. That's just how I do it. Again, it feels so different because of the 2 layers. Even though that one layer is like super paper thin. Kind of interesting. It feels very sturdy, but again, that's why I'm only doing the 2 and not that 3rd middle line. But of course you want to do that middle line. It looks cute. I like it with that middle line, but can't do it right now. Okay, and I want to mark this. Where's my black pen? I used it somewhere else and I didn't bring it back. Because that's how I do things, you guys. What is this? Oh, this is probably not going to work. Will it work? Let me see. Okay, well it has a little ink in it. I'm going to pop holes in this. I'm going to do it from the outside in because I like for it to be nice and clean. If you're using an awl, same thing. You want to push it from out here in because the ugly side will be back here hidden, right? And we're just going to put a little hole right in the center and then one on either side. Now if you did that 3rd line, you would put that hole right on that center line. And I'm just eyeballing. So it's like 1/8 of an inch in and then here and there. And one right in the center or wherever you want to put it. I'm going to put it like right there. It's a little bit higher than the center. And I'm going to let that dry for a second because of the type of, it's like an acrylic marker. You can use alcoholic marker or don't even mark it, just eyeball it. But either way, I eyeballed it and I'm going to use those to help me out. So I'll be right back. Okay, and just like I did before in the other video, I'm going to use this little side here. And I'm just going to eyeball that. Now that I have my little marks, I'm just going to look through them. And what's funny is I totally forgot this goes from the bottom up. So I should have put the dots in here. But it's okay. It's nice and clean. With an awl, you definitely want to work from the outside in because it will kind of just open up and not look super nice. But I forgot that this pushes up from the bottom. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. And then this center one, I'm going to cut with my big crocodile, which I did in the other video, and you can check that out. But I'll be right back. Okay, you know what's so funny? I just want to get to the swag part. That's why I'm like, let's go. So again, trim this down close to the edge, not too close. This is my bookmark, so I am going to make a little hole. I think it's going to be up here. So on this one, I'm just going to put a little hole, and then I'm going to pop some ribbon through there. Actually, I'm going to make a regular size hole, just so that the ribbon has a place to go. And I'm going to wrap washi around this. So we'll do that before we're all done. Of course, I'm going to trim these corners around those. This guy too, nice and close, not too close. This is just our dashboard. I'm going to show you how I'm just going to make like a little clippy for that. But I'm going to cut in here just with scissors because it is a weird, because I put that round piece. If it wasn't round, then you can just, you know, use your paper trimmer. But I'm going to go around like this and try to make it nice. Try to follow that little circle without opening it up. I might run this through one more time. Now, I'm not a huge fan of running these through all the time just thinking, oh, it's just going to get better and better, because it's quite possible that the glue breaks down the more you run it through, right? It doesn't really mean because you ran it through that that's, oh, even better. It does look better the second time. I am not a huge fan of doing 3 times, but you know what? Sometimes you have to. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to corner around this edge. I am going to run it through one more time though, just because it looks like it might be open over there a little bit. This piece I am going to run through one more time. I'll do the same thing with the folder. I'm going to cut it out just like I did this. I'll cut it out. I'll give it a fold here, little score. And I'll come back and show you that after I've cut it out, because before we run it through, I'm going to open this up and then I'm going to run it through again after that. But I'll be right back. Oh, what am I talking about? I'll be right back. I'm going to put this through one more time. And let's run it this way. So again, I popped holes in there. It actually looks pretty good. To be honest, I don't know why I'm running it through again. I don't really think it needs it. Now that I look at it, because it looks pretty great. But you know what? I'm doing it for some reason. Okay, I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. Just off the presses here. Again, just making sure. I mean, it looked really great. I don't know why I did this. And we already folded it that one time, so I'm just going to give it a quick fold again. I already did the scoring, and it's nice and warm right now, so it just folds. It looks great. It is scary with that double, you know, but it looks just fine, so that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. That's our cover. This little guy, I was just finishing up folding him over, and I might have gotten a little too close on that edge there, but that's okay. All right, and then here. This is so fun, guys. The hardest thing is choosing the papers because I want to do all the papers. I am gonna open this before I run it through a second time, and I'm only gonna run it through twice because it looks like it did a pretty good job. Okay, don't be scared. This, once you click in there, it just kind of clicks. You can feel it. That's it. Don't push super hard. Don't cut into your cardstock. Honestly, if you have to do it again, do it again. But like, you just kind of feel like there's a little gap. You know, it's funny whenever they have doctors and you're like, how do they do that? Or surgeons. It just, you can feel it. It's just a little, and that's all you need. You just need that little, and you're good to go. So see, it's already open there. It's open here. I missed that little spot right there because that's where I came around the corner. And that's it. So you just feel a little void. Like, I'm just pushing down and I can feel that it went click. And this side is always harder for me to do because I'm pulling the other direction. I probably should do it differently. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's open. And then just a little click into the void. And I'm telling you, you can feel it. Let's see if... Okay, that one's open, that one's open. Again, right in that little curve when you come around, I didn't quite get it. Oh, the meat's ready. Okay. Yep, okay, that's open. This side is open. I'm gonna run it through one more time, facing... Ooh, this is scary because now this is open, you know? So I'm gonna hold it, actually, as it goes through. I'm gonna let it go through. Oh, I meant to score this, too. I like to score it and then run it through. Oh, well. Not the biggest deal. I'm just holding this so that this pocket doesn't, like, pull. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bend back and then have a problem. So I'm just kind of putting my hand there. I'm going to trim all these other ones down. And we'll wrap our washi, but that's later. And then we're going to start with cutting our felt pieces, which is what I've been dying to do all day. Okay, my hand is in there. I can feel it. Took it in. So there's nothing more I can do at this point. But of course I'll still hold it because I'm scared. Alright. I'll let that run through. I'm going to go check that meat. I'll be right back. Okay. Put on some broccoli because my older son likes to be a little, it's not keto, but he likes to watch his carbs, I guess, so he just likes vegetables and meat at this point. So hunk of meat is good for him. Veggies. It's all good. Okay. Oh, so cute. I don't know if it's still even. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Again, I would have loved to crease it and then run it through, and I just forgot about it. So that's my bad. But there it is, nice and open. Everything's stuck down again. If you want to run it through a third time, that is up to you. But there's our little folder that's going to hold all these cute things once I'm ready to do that. I am going to clean up because I have way too many things here. I think I'm done with the lamination, so I'm going to turn this off and put it away and get out the felt and my dies, and we'll do that part. Okay guys, so I pulled out the dies I think I want to use. There's lots of dies. Some of them from a foliage set that I thought would be cute. I do have some softer foam or felt that I like. This is just from Walmart. This one is from Arteza. I am going to use the marquee just to make it easy. And I think what I'm going to do is, see this larger one? I'm going to cut 2 of this stuff. It's kind of stiff, but I think it'll look nice. Oh yeah, the one time this moved, can you see that? I was die cutting, and I think in the Empress or something, because I remember it moving and it went through and I was like, oh no! Pressed. So we will see how my other die works out, because it looks like it was the other die. But either way, I'm going to cut this, and since this is felt and I'm not sure, I am going to cut it into the metal mat. You can cut whatever you like. You can cut this by hand. However it is that you think you need to do this. I'm going to run this through. So I'm going to cut 2 of this larger guy, 2 of the smaller red, just for variation of color. Maybe the dark green I'm going to cut, from this, just to make it nice and floppy. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea, but who knows. This stuff from Walmart's pretty darn floppy. I'm gonna cut that one. And maybe from, no, that's not the green I want. I'm gonna pick a different shade of green from this other pack that I have. This is the Arteza pack. I mean, there's tons in here. Oh, like this one. This is the other shade of green I would want out of this one. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a couple of each one and we'll see what we end up with. I just want to check in as I'm cutting. So some of the dies I picked were very thin in some areas, so they kind of rip, but actually I'm gonna glue them down so I don't really care. Like this one, especially that really soft felt. So I just want to show you that because I'm going to glue it basically like that anyway. Okay, my son decided that's a good time to open a soda. Anyway, I'll run this one through and we'll cut our base and start gluing these, and then we'll glue our little paper clips, and that will be it. And once we'll put in the elastic and all that and put our book all together. Okay guys, so I was kind of playing with this as I'm going along. I decided to do some beige ones, and then I remembered I brought this threaders material out because I would never use it, and I thought, oh, it'd be so pretty to put some gold in here. So, you know, I'm looking at what I'm making, I'm like, it's kind of more playful, this is a little bit more sophisticated, but I think it's fun anyway. So, when I build this up, I really don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I want it to be more out this way. I think maybe these guys will, that's a lot of the white and the gold. And I don't want it to be too big because obviously it can only be so wide, but something like that. We're going to tuck these guys in here and there. I don't really know yet, but I do want 2 green bases. I'm going to use this softer green to actually attach this to the, our little buckle or, you know, band to the strap that goes around the journal. Because it's a little bit softer, I thought it might be better. And then I want to use this one to actually glue this stuff onto. So I'm just going to line these up together, and I'm going to eyeball a circle. It's probably the worst idea. I'm going to cut a piece. I'm trying to see about how big it might need to be. I'm just going to cut these two together, but I'm just cutting off a piece so I can now bring it over here. Oopsie. And I'm going to make a circle, and we can run these through definitely with a circle die. I'm just not going to do that. Because it doesn't really matter. And then they're both going to be exactly the same. And again, I'm just eyeballing a circle, and if this doesn't work, I'll do it again. Maybe next time with a die. Alright, pretty good, not too bad. This is the one I'm going to actually build on top of. So whatever I do, I need to cover that up basically. And then this guy, all we're going to do is just fold it in half, glue half of it, and I'm going to put Velcro on this bottom half, and that's how it holds on, okay, to your traveler's notebook. So I think that's pretty cool. I guess you could hold on this way too. But it'll be hanging. I'd rather put it down here. I don't know if it matters. We'll play with that. But I mean, if this is symmetrical, it doesn't matter. We can turn it. But I think it should be like that, basically. Maybe a little higher up. We'll see. We can play with that part. But for now, that's my circle. I'm going to plug in my, what's the thing called? Glue gun. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I am burning up in here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is layer this up first because that'll give me an idea of what I want to do behind this. So I'm just going to take a little hot glue and of course offset this. Oh, why do I always put them so they're still similar? There we go. And then the next layer, not too much because it's just something to put down in there. I kind of almost even want to give it a squish like this so it'll be up, but for now they're going to be kind of flat. And that's okay. This guy here, where's this little, I want to, again, I'm trying to offset them. All these little pieces I'll just rip off later because what happens with those is it's easier to pull away later once it's dry than when it's still wet because it makes all kinds of little pull areas. Like strings, so I'll put that on there. Maybe I should cut that in gold, that would have been pretty too. Okay, so now if we have this piece, then we're going to start building these things. And let's say these two guys are together, I'm just going to stick them together. And I'm not going to turn one, I just kind of want to offset them a little bit. Something like that. I'll do the same thing with this other one, and I'll be right back. Again, I'm still not sure, but I think I'm going to go and stick these leaves on here because of how they fell apart, so I just kind of want to get done with those. And just kind of behind here. That'll work. So I'll do the same thing with this other side. And I'm building them kind of straight out this way, but if you want to make it more round, whatever shape you want to go with, you know, do that. I'm making mine more a little more like a floral swag that you would make like for your house. And then that little white piece is going to be in here somewhere tucked in. So let me let that dry for just a second. I'll kind of plan a little more and I'll be right back. I'm kind of planning this. I kind of like what this looks like, but the circle's too big. So I'm going to hopefully not forget what I just did, but I'm going to take this and trim down the circle like in this oval area, like up here and here. It doesn't really have to be a circle. It just has to be something that we can use later. So I just did a circular, I was gonna say, I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, so we still have that piece. We need that for later. This guy is gonna be in here somewhere. And then this little guy is tucked in there. And then this guy, okay, where do I have these? I have these in here somewhere. Just kind of, oh yeah, that's cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, all right. Just a little hot in here. Getting a little hot. And by that, I mean it is like 80 degrees. It's because it gets humid, you guys. So then that humidity just makes it feel like so miserable. I'm going to put a little hot glue here because I think the next thing is these guys. And I'm not working as fast as I probably should be. I'm not even sticking that down quite yet because I want to make sure that's as far apart as I need them to be. Maybe a little bit further. Just like that. And then these guys, I just want them to be in here, so I don't really care that I'm covering up quite a bit of it. I just think it's really cute to kind of just hang out from back there. Same thing here. Maybe I should have put them under this gold leaf, I don't know. Aww. Okay, should I add this one in? Even though he's kind of, you might not even see it. What I have to do is something like that. Something like that. And then this little guy. So again, I would love a little texture. I kind of left them really flat. You can definitely get more texture going. I'm going to put quite a bit of glue here. It's not going to show that much because way in the back, but I just want to make sure that this will be right in there and we'll stay there. How cute! Again, you can do this with paper. I just would like for the notebooks to have this this time around. I'm still going to do a bead on the outside because why not? But okay, so there's that. And I don't have my notebook quite ready yet. I probably should have finished it up and then done this. But this piece is going to go here, and basically we just need it to clip over like that. So I need glue like on this very bottom half. And you can use fabric glue if you don't have hot glue. I just like that this is fast. I'm probably going to have to get another stick so I can finish up what we're going to do. And then this guy's going to come over like this. So I just want that part to stay down. Very good. Cute. This will make sense in a minute. If you haven't seen one of these, you might think, okay. You can also use a magnet to hold that together or whatever it is that you want. I'm going to use these cute little paper clips from Daiso. Oh my gosh, I don't know how this is closed up. It seems like it's here, yeah. They always do some weird stuff. Sometimes I'll buy like hairpins, you know, like bobby pins, and I'm like, do I open it this way or that way? And sure enough, they all fall out because I don't know which way they wanted me to open it. These are awesome. I love the way they feel. How cute are those? Okay, this is going to be super easy. I'm just going to make a red, no, let's do green. All we're going to do is open this up, try to find like the very center. You don't have to actually find the center, but like right in there. And I'm going to put the glue in here, hopefully. And I'm going to take this guy and just shove it right in there as quickly as I can. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. He is adorable. And that's it. So you can find little, I'll say bolitas, I don't know, pom-poms like at the dollar store. These from Daiso are actually pretty nice because they do feel more felted than they do like just fake, but so that's a cute little clippy. And then my other one, again, super easy. I'm just gonna glue this in here. Now, I can see that it should only be glued at the very tippy top right there, even this one, but this, you know, has plenty of room. So this guy, I'm really gonna have to look at this. So let me see how I want the little hat to be. That's part of the problem. This hat wants to move on me, but I guess that's okay. I just need it to be glued right there, right? Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue here and just get the tip of that in there. If I push any further down, it'll be hard to get this into your notebook, you know? Oh my gosh. This is exactly what I need to be doing with these little hats. They're so cute. You can probably make one of these on one of those like mini looms. Is that all that I need to hot glue? Yes and no. Okay, one more thing. I'm going to attach this down with some Velcro. So let me grab the Velcro. I'll be right back. Okay, it's actually 2 more things I still need to do, but let's put this one. So I am not going to hot glue this. I don't know why I mentioned that. Let me see. I want the soft part here. I don't know which one's like the one that holds on harder, but I am going to take a little tack of, after I do this, I'm going to tack it down with a thread, and I should have done that first. I totally forgot, you guys. I've never made one of these before, so in my mind I'm like, oh, this is how we should do it. So here's this. That's going to help us put it on and off. If you don't have Velcro, they're at the Dollar Tree, but if you don't have any, again, you can use magnets. You can just sew it up so it makes a channel. Just sew it and then put it on here, and then you're going to have to put the strap through it, and it's not going to be removable, but this will be removable. This is pretty sturdy, actually. I thought it was going to come off. I was going to take a little needle and thread and just do a little tack down, but you know what? It's pretty darn good. I think we'll leave it alone. It's probably because it's felt, so it like really holds on. So those are 3 items we have there. The last thing I was going to do is this to add our pen a little bit different than I've done before. And this is typical. So this stuff is elastic. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was not on sale, but I was like, I'm not going to wait and come back later, so I just picked it up. It's not the same width. I do have other clippies, but I'm just going to take some of this and put it on here. Again, this is not my favorite style of doing this. I just want to show you guys something else that you can do. You can also use a smaller clippy. I'm just going to cut that. And I'm using hot glue. If you want to use something that is super, super, super tacky, then that would probably be better. Sometimes hot glue will go ahead and pop off for you. I'm just tucking that in there though really nicely. And you don't have to give it too much because it needs to have some stretch, right, for your pen, or else your pen's just going to fall out anyway. You also don't even have to do this. You can put this on your dashboard, and your pen loop or pencil loop will hold on to this part. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't need to have this part, but that's just what I'm doing. I'm going to take a little bit off just so it has a little bit of stretch. That is a very skinny pencil though, so I wouldn't judge by that. Guys, we're almost done. We're just going to put our elastic in and pop everything in. So hopefully you guys had a good time watching this, had a few new ideas. Again, please put that belly band. I think that's what's going to make it special for this time around. And the next time around we're going to do 2 small ones, so that'll be the special part for then. But I just want to do something different every time just so that you can try something out and have something, a little more interest, right? Okay, I'm going to clean up. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're pretty much there. Just clean that up. I'm not going to show everything because I kind of want, obviously, my swap also to be a surprise when it comes in. So I'm going to bring back all the pieces. Again, we have our little dashboard, however you want to use it, if that's the front side or the other side, it doesn't matter. You can put some, Post-its on here for your swap partner, or other little labels, little cute things, whatever, or not. This is fine. So what I'm doing in this video is showing you the basics, and then everything else you want to do, that's up to you. I do have some little tags here that I have cut. I'm not going to show them all, because again, I want some surprises. I still have to cut these down, but I will cut these down, and basically with these, I'll just do it with a scissor real quick, which I don't normally do, but I usually still use like a guillotine. So I would cut these guys down and then just tuck them in here and there. Again, make a library pocket, or a pocket if you want to put it inside the cover. Some people like to make a little already built-in pockets, just like we did for this, but for the cover. So you can do that too. I just like the cover to have the least amount of reasons why it might open up, from the lamination. So I don't like to do that, but you can definitely do that. I missed that one. This little tool came with that pink laminator, so I have that. So I will tuck this in here. I don't even know if these will fit. Oh, perfect. I didn't know what size they were, so I was just not super sure. I'm going to tuck in some stickers. Again, 3 different types of embellishments that people can use, aside from the washi that's going to be on here. Same thing with this guy. I'm going to round the corners. I'm going to do it by hand because, again, I use the crocodile and it's much deeper than that little clippy. If I use that other little guy, it looks kind of weird. But you can definitely do that. You don't have to do this. The crocodile used to cut plastic and now it won't. So I'm wondering if I should cut a little bit of foil and maybe it'll get a little sharpened again. But yeah, she just kind of gave up on me as far as cutting plastic anymore. These little things, like what I do with this, like this little guy, I would probably cut him out. I'm just gonna show you kind of some of these extra things I like to do. I would just come in here and cut around all of her little edges, and not super close. This stuff will open up on you, so I'm just kind of giving it a rough here and there. But on the very top, I think I'll leave a little area that I can then cut a little hole and place a jump ring, and then I can put this on a little beaded charm on the outside of the book or wherever. These kind of things you can also stick to a paper clip. But this is a clear sticker, so it's a little harder to do to make it look nice. But again, just another little something you can add. Again, the very basics will be in the guidelines, and then what you guys want to do extra is up to you. So those are just some fun things. Again, I do the same thing with this. So now what we need to do... Oh, so with this guy, I'm going to put a ribbon through here because it's a bookmark. So I'll put some ribbon there. I'm going to grab some washi. I went and looked. I'm like, I have to have Christmas washi. There's no way I don't. Oh, this one's so cute. This is really big. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I showed it in the last video, but it seemed like people had some confusion. The reason we're doing this is called a washi sample, and people even swap washis, you know, these kind of things. It doesn't matter where you start. I'm just going to go around and around and around, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 times, just to make a washi sample. And then when somebody wants to use it, it's in their planner, the little note, you know, it's functional. It's a bookmark and a washi holder so that people can use their washi. Again, if you don't have washi because you're just not the type of person that picked up washi, you know, ever, which is few and far between, I'm sure. But, or even Christmas washi. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It just coordinates, you know, if you have regular colors or whatever. Again, I'm just going to wrap this around and around and around like several times. And I just don't want to bore you guys this way. If I cut this one short, it's for that reason. But, you know, maybe 10, 15 wraps, whatever it is, just so that the person has a good amount of washi to use. And I'll do that with several washis. I'll add like 2 or 3 on here. More. Okay, so I have my little washis here that I will do that with. And that will be a surprise. Again, put a little ribbon there. Last thing, you guys, this is it. I love this little kit. I think I got it from... Well, I know I got it from Amazon. Should we use red? Make it festive? Let's use red. And I do this a little bit differently because that way I don't have to actually measure it, but maybe one day I'll measure it so you guys know. I think, do I start from the back here? Let me think. Start from the back. No, I don't. I start from the front, go in here, because when I cut it off, I think... And I'm just going to get a good amount, but kind of having an idea. Yeah, like that's good. So I just wrapped it around a couple times, and I'm going to go... Okay, so I went in that middle one. I'm going to go up this one. And I'm going to go down that same one at the top. We're going to go across right to that middle again. And that's going to make your second loop. Now we're going to come back out this middle. And I want to see something. Hold on. If I go there and then come across and I come back. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. I just want to see if I had enough. I didn't want to do the adjustments right now. So I'm going to go down that middle hole again. And if it starts getting hard for you to do, what you can do is just cut that tip off again from your elastic, and it'll just make it easier. Or you can use an awl or your like spellbinder's tool or your tacky tool to help you push that through. Oh, come on. Don't start with me. I was going to say something got caught here. What is this? Oh, that's the other one. Okay, so now went through that hole. We're going to go back up through the other side that we haven't come through. We're going to go back into the top. And you see, like, you don't even have to measure. That's why I like doing this way. And now we're going to go back through that middle. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I need to use a tool Just need a little something to help us poke that through. Right there. That you can grab it on this side. And the reason I don't have to measure it, I'm just going to make sure they're kind of taut, not super tight. They don't have to be like ridiculous like guitar strings, but you know, tight enough. You can kind of mess with that a little bit. Like this one could come this way. Now this one is actually a little bit long because I would cut all of this off. And since I am chintzy, I'm going to pull some of this back through. A little bit more since I'm going to do it anyway. And pull it back through this way, and then back through this way, because I like to save stuff. I don't like cutting off a whole bunch of it. For what, to go in the trash? I don't think so. So I'm going to pull this back this way. Okay, and just be kind of careful with it, because you can mess up the stringiness of this thing. Okay, like I almost did, so gotta take some care. Alright, and tie those together. So that's what makes the 4th string. So hopefully that helps out, because I know I did get someone asking about that. You see, you have the 3 that we made, and this is number 4. Okay, we also need to put the one that goes in here, but we'll do that in just a second. So I want my planner to be the first thing. I want a white journal to be the second one. You can put your folder in wherever. I'm gonna put the folder in the back this time. I'm gonna put my gridded journal in this one. And last thing is going to be this guy. Again, I didn't give him a nice crease, so let me just crease it up. If you wanted to put a sticker on here, you could do that. I just don't recommend putting too many layers because it just will not really want to laminate the way you would think you want it to. Again, put all my washies, I'll have that there. Maybe we'll put this guy right here. Our little dashboard. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, it's hard to give these up because you make it and I'm like, I want to keep it. Okay, this part's pretty easy because we're just going to get a piece that will fit in here. And since I'm not adding anything to this like beads, it's kind of easy to tell what you want to do. I'm just going to take a piece of it. You want it to be kind of snug because it's going to hold everything, but at the same time not too tight that it's pulling your stuff in a weird way. So like right there probably be good. Okay. I am going to do this in here and then just pop it through, and it's very easy. So all we're going to do is, you can do a knot or two, whatever you think is going to make it so it doesn't come through the hole there. Now if you're going to put beads on this, you would do it a little differently. You would put the beads like in the other video, so you guys can check that out if you want. And you could also add this before we do any of this stuff, but I went ahead and put everything in and then did this because sometimes I like to make things difficult, you guys. It came out the littlest piece right there. Alright, where are we at? Where are we at? Right here. Pull, pull, pull. Now, if you don't have Velcro and you're not sure how you want to add this, your little belly band in, then you would also attach it. You would just make a tunnel of felt or whatever, or even if you're using paper, you would just make like a little tunnel of it, glue it on here, and you would have to have put this in here just like if you were beading it, right? Because if you had it beaded, you would have to attach it first and then put your ends through here and tie it on the inside. I hope that makes sense. Again, check out the other video. It'll all make sense. Now, oh, let me put this back in just so we can see it. Okay, and moment of truth with our little belly band. He's so cute. We're just going to put it like this, and hopefully you can kind of see. All I'm doing is sticking it together. Aw, you guys, I think that just gives it just some fun. I'm looking at it now, maybe I might change it up so it has more blue because there's a lot of blue on this cover, but we'll see. Maybe I'll add something else into it. Super cute, and that's kind of what I wanted for this month, just to make it more fun, a little more festive. We're adding a little something different that we didn't do before. So hopefully you guys like it. This is definitely a requirement, okay? So it's either out of felt, paper, foam flowers. I mean, you can put other things on here, even like metal pieces. If you have like a lot of jewelry findings and beading, like stuff that you think would be cute, add it in. I'm still going to put a dangle because that's what I want. And then let's bring in our pieces, our other little guys. So we have our little paper clippies. Oh my goodness. Is that all I made, the paper clips? I think so. Yeah. So again, I'll do a beaded clippy that I'm going to add on, but put in whatever you like, and have fun with it, you guys. I know it's a little random, some of the items I chose, but I think it's cute. And then this guy, once it's all done up and has a little ribbon, he'll be in there too, and the little ribbon will be sticking out. So thanks for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. If you missed some instruction, please go back and look again. In the within here, I'm going to add in some little rhinestones, some other stickers. We have the die cut pieces, whatever it is. Follow the guidelines, please. And again, sign up by July 12th, and then have them sent in by July 17th, no later than the 17th. And generally, I wait about a week for everything to come in. It seems like the bulk of everything usually comes in like right around the mid of that, like Tuesday, Wednesday after that Saturday. So hopefully that's the case this time around. If you just get it in as fast as you can. You never know what comes up, and I think it's better to have it mailed than to wait. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I think that's it. I couldn't remember if there was something else I was going to mention. Yeah, so I'll make a little dangle and some other cute stuff, and yeah, have fun with it. All right, guys, I'll be waiting to hear from you at my email there in the description box. Bye now.